Hey everybody, it's Adam with the Pattaya News, and today I am at somewhere special that we're going to show you something that maybe you didn't even know existed. Right around the corner from Jomtien and Immigration, which is right over here, is FRESH MEDIQ Clinic. Now, rather than me talk all day, which I know you guys really don't want me to do, we're going to show you something phenomenal in what's inside. Let's take a look.
Adam, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
News, welcome.
This here is Ian. And now Ian actually runs FRESH MEDIQ, and we're gonna learn a lot today from Ian on why we're here, what it is, and what we're gonna learn. Now, I actually don't know that much about it, so it's better if you tell me rather than me just talk.
Sure. Well, welcome, Pattaya. FRESH MEDIQ Clinic. We've been here at this location now for about a year and a half. But you know, we're kind of new to the Jomtien area. We used to practice in another part of Pattaya, but now we're mixing it up in the Jomtien area, meeting a lot of new people and many cultures in this part of the town. But yeah, let me show you around.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that I wanted to start off
sure.
before I see the place, a lot of people aren't sure what FRESH MEDIQ offers. So could you give a brief synopsis of a couple of the services you offer?
Absolutely. I mean, we've broken down really our services into 3 departments. I'd say the first is like regenerative medicine. This is a department we do things like IV vitamin drips or regenerative medicine. We also do things like aesthetic beauty. This is like medical beauty. That's what we call this, medical beauty. This is a term that we use in this department. You know, this is your Botox.
It's probably easier for a lot of people to say, so it works out.
Right?
Okay.
You got natural beauty. You also have medically designed beauty. Okay? But these are things like Botox and filler, facelifting, thread lifting, things like that. And then our third department is medical cannabis. Yeah, so we've been prescribing cannabis. Now we're more of like a dispensary these days for cannabis.
Yep.
And in the early days in that department, it was primarily cannabis oils. Now we do things like flowers and things like edibles, and now there's many varieties of different medical cannabis. But basically that's it, those 3 departments.
What's the big difference from, obviously, from the clinic itself, what's the big difference between you and say, the random recreational cafe in town?
Recreational cafe. Well, I would say the supply chain. I think the vertical. I think I don't. All my cannabis comes from medical farms or medical suppliers.
You mentioned a name to me. What's the big farm that supplies you guys?
Westland Herb.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in Kanchanaburi.
Okay.
So see, and why that's unique is because Kanchanaburi is on the border of Myanmar. So see, that's the west side of Thailand. This is a mountainous region. And where that farm is built, it's on land that is a national reserve. We're talking like where industry isn't in. This is land that is protected. It's actually military type army land, I believe also.
So one big difference is since, from what I understand, is since all of your actual product comes from Thailand, it's not imported illegally like a lot of others.
Yeah, I'd say that's number one.
So you are actually supporting the Thai agricultural industry.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say so. Yeah.
So rather than me talk all day, let's take a look.
Take a look.
Show me.
Front office, right? I think this is the first point of contact. Here on my shelf is kind of all of our products and all of our different, here on the right side, you see like regenerative medicine products. These are aesthetic type products. Of course, we have our cannabis products and some of our pre-rolls and other edibles and things on the table here. That's what all this is. And really, why we kind of decided to make it this way so people kind of can see and understand what they're getting into. It's one thing to say
most people are visual, and that's why I wanted you to show me everything, because they are visual. They want to see it.
I think that's the idea. It's one thing to say we're going to inject all this or we're going to do all that, and then you don't know what that looks like. Better to be like, you see that? Well, that's what we're going to do. This one or that one. Yeah, you can tell filler is like our #1 thing around here.
Well, you probably get people that are who have never done it before, especially who are really nervous at first and need that reassurance.
True. Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's what all this stuff is on the shelf. I have a patient in here, but you guys are welcome to peek inside if you'd like. This is my doctor's consultation room. That's what this room is. Okay. And coming through here to the back.
So.
Yeah, coming in through the back. Actually, this is okay. Frank, the camera may get you if you're okay. All right. Yep. This is a patient of ours. This is a room we use for like blood testing. We also do things like vitamin drips in here. You can see it's kind of prepared, just where you can recline, you can relax, and you do more drip therapy. Yeah. So that's kind of what this room's used for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, blood testing's a little quick, so we just kind of set it up on our table here.
And now
but this is a place where you can kind of chill out and...
So for our viewers, when somebody comes in, the first process, of course, is they get a great welcome, and then they have a consultation, and she was busy giving a consultation, and once they decide what they'll do. Now, is the blood test standard at that point? Or?
Well, honestly, I may add a little step in there.
Okay.
I think before we even send people to the doctor or send them to a room like this, we want to make sure that they're qualified.
Okay.
So I think that would kind of be what I do in the front. I just want to make sure we actually can help.
And they really know what they're...
Well, you know, some people, like I had a question, right? The guy wants to do, spike protein testing blood tests.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, exactly. Well, listen, that can't be done in blood testing. You know, that can't be done. It has to be like a tissue sample or like a biopsy. So see, that guy came in, so I would be like, I'm sorry, man, I can't do it. And I don't want to waste his time or selling
like spike protein from like COVID or something?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can't do that on a normal blood test. That's a specialized type thing. And, you know, we don't do that here.
Yep.
But I think that's the main step. I think the first step, right? Great welcome. But first, we want to make sure we can actually, do something for you.
Okay.
And then, then we would send you to the doctor or send you to a room like this to do the treatment.
Okay. And what about your treatment rooms? Let's take a look at those.
I got a couple back here. You can follow me.
Okay, so let's take a look at the treatment room. And I think you told me that you actually have a client right now in the room, but they're willing to be on camera. Right. So we're going to take a look at what's going on. Sure. I actually don't know this. What is this client having done right now?
Well, right now we're on a follow-up.
Okay.
So see, this is what we do. We call touch-ups.
Okay.
Sometimes once you do the primary treatment, we need to let it sit. We need to let it settle.
Okay.
In the next 10 days, 14 days, they want to come on a follow-up.
Okay.
And maybe we check these different points. We're talking about the face here. And if you need a little touch-up, we do that. Now, we do touch-ups for free here. I'm glad you asked. See, some places, they may hit you twice. They may say, oh, you're doing a little touch-up. We're going to have to, tax you a little bit.
Consultation.
Now, we're like, hey, one payment, one go. You do touch-ups, we'll do it all. That's all included, so that's what that is. Anyways, that's what this room is. And there she is. And there's a lovely Miss Cherry with the softest hands.
That's good to know.
Okay, this room, we're primarily doing things. That's my Interjet machine. This room is more like for facelifting. This one is equipped with a monitor also. Okay. This thing measures like your heart rate, your oxygen levels, your blood pressure. Because some people get nervous during these type of treatments.
Well, I mentioned that I've had some work done in the past before myself. And I was very nervous the first time I did it, as I'm sure many people are. So I'm sure that's a big part of the job, and you guys do an awesome job at this, is to make people comfortable and make people, reassure them about any sort of doubts or issues they would have.
The idea of this room is it's quiet and it's calm and people are comfortable, but today it's maybe very stressful.
She's doing a good job. Thank you so much.
Actually, this room behind you here, we got this other treatment room.
And so this room here,
this is a secondary treatment room. This one we're primarily doing laser hair removal. That's what this machine is.
I think I'm okay with that right now. But
laser hair removal. Basically, you lay down here. Maybe you have to lift your legs up. Maybe you have to turn around. That's what this bed's for. Yeah, it's a mechanical bed also that you can move up and down, but we're doing laser treatments in this room.
I actually, I didn't know you guys offer so many services and products and stuff. It's actually really cool. Yeah. So, if you wanted to say one thing to the Pattaya news audience and Pattaya overall, to tell them about your services and why they should come in and take a look, what would that be?
I would say we do treatments that hospitals don't do.
Okay.
That summarizes everything. Everything that we do here are most things that hospitals aren't concerned with, they're not interested in, and they don't want to provide at their, at all these hospitals. So see, that's kind of where clinics like FRESH MEDIQ and kind of what we do here, that's what makes us unique, because we're offering services that some of the other medical establishments, they don't. And it's an alternative. This word alternative medicine, alternative treatments, that's really basically what we specialize in. And I mean, if it's not for everybody, it's for, some people. And if we can help you, I mean, we try our best. I think that's
awesome.
That'd be it, I'd say.
Ian, thank you so much for your time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We're going to show you quite a bit more coming, so stay tuned.